What's up and welcome back to the channel. Well, in today's video, we're going to talk about how to start a Twitter account and get the most amount of traffic. It's basically going to be a step-by-step guide for you guys. So make sure you go ahead and like this particular video and leave a comment down if you like that particular video or the information at the end of the video. Let's get started. Well, Twitter might look easy, but you need to actually follow every step or you will not get success on Twitter. For instance, I can tell you that I have been sharing a lot of tweets since last, a month or two on Twitter, and I have just been auto-fetching it from IFTTT. If you haven't watched that particular video of mine which is related to IFTTT, how can you go ahead and connect your accounts, your LinkedIn account, your Pinterest account, your Twitter account, and whatever. For instance, if you save on your Pinterest, it will automatically get shared on your LinkedIn and your Twitter. You must go ahead and watch it up. I'm gonna link that somewhere on over here at the top right or left corner, or you can check out that particular link in the video description. Moving further, the first thing that you need to go ahead and do on your Twitter account is fill out your profile. Please, for the love of God, do not leave people guessing what they can expect from you. You need to mention in your About Us section or in your About profile saying that what exactly can people expect. If it is, for me, it's marketing, it's digital productivity tools, it's social media tips, it's stock photography tips, it's passive income. So make sure that people know exactly that what can they expect from your profile and from your tweets altogether. The second thing that I have is basically provide value. Any particular platform, forget about Twitter. You talk about Pinterest, you talk about LinkedIn, you talk about YouTube rather, the way I'm making this particular video. If you do not provide value to people, people do not want to follow you. You can't expect people to follow you just by sharing some random things or a particular thing altogether which you just strike in your head and you just want to talk about it. No, it doesn't happen that way. Until and unless, especially in the digital marketing niche, if you are not providing value to your users on any particular platform, they are not going to follow you. Why should people follow you on Twitter? Because you provide something of value which other people do not. That's right. The third thing that I have for you guys is make yourself visible. Now, when I say make yourself visible, please, again, for the love of God, do not wait for the other people to go ahead and start liking your tweets and retweeting your tweets. Because we are no one, we are just starting out, and if that's a different case that you are gonna go ahead and promote your particular tweet to a lot of audience, but I would highly suggest that do not do that because organic traffic is much more better than the paid traffic altogether. So go ahead and start engaging with people's content, people's tweet, retweet things. What you find doesn't matter whether the other profile that you're actually going ahead and retweeting or liking that particular tweet for has less followers or something like that. If you find it valuable, trust me, your followers are going to find it valuable. So basically, do not wait for people to find you, like, retweet and comment. Just go ahead and do that for the channels or the accounts that you feel they are helpful and they are going to actually just increase the knowledge of your follower base. Do not think about their follower base. Just think that for instance, I'll tell you, I have 160 followers on Instagram account, on my Twitter account, and there is no paid promotion involved in that. However, I'm really happy with that because in this 2-3 months time, I've got that 160 people who have started following me. Why have they started following me? Because I go ahead and retweet or like or share the tweets which are related to my niche and which I personally find helpful for my own growth. The fourth thing that I want to talk about is basically watch your notifications tab. People tend to go ahead and ignore the notifications tab on Twitter, and you should not do that. You're looking for engagement, right? I mean, you are. Come on. So the people that you are gonna follow and the people that you think are relevant towards your content are the best people to go ahead and like, share, retweet, comment, engage with. Let me put it that way. Basically, it's gonna help you out because it is helping you because it is helping your followers to actually get that information which they are looking forward from your end. Doesn't matter again that if you have created that particular blog or that video which you are retweeting or liking or sharing or commenting on. It's basically how much your followers can get that particular information about. The fifth thing that I have for you guys is basically tweet enough and at the right time. Now, this might sound a bit mediocre, but people used to say that there was a time when you had a particular day or a time period in the day. Let's say Monday was better than Tuesday or Wednesday was better than Tuesday or something like that. But no, in today's world, the algorithms have changed. The AI has got more effective. People like to engage on social media 24/7. However, that doesn't mean that you just keep on tweeting every now and then or every hour. You need to figure out what time your audience is like, and that is something which you can get from your Twitter analytics. That what tweet are they liking, what tweet worked out for the best for you, or how much impressions that it got and how much engagement that particular tweet got and so on and so forth. And please go ahead and start tweeting whatever your audience is liking. So the fifth thing that I have for you is tweet enough and at the right time. You will get to know it at the back end of your Twitter analytics part. So that's something which you can keep in mind. Just go on the desktop because Twitter Analytics is not available on the mobile application. You will have to actually go ahead and log in on your desktop for understanding how your Twitter Analytics is working, or how your followers are performing, or how your followers are interacting with your tweets, and what kind of tweets are working really good for you, basically. The sixth thing that I have for you guys is basically join conversations. For the love of God, again, do not make yourself as a loner on Twitter, because Twitter loves people who debate, who share their opinion. It's basically an opinion-based platform. Everyone shares their opinion on Twitter, and you are supposed to do the same. Search and find conversations from your niche that are gonna work out for you. Try and participate in them. Try and share your opinion over there. Join in, connect with people, talk. There are Twitter spaces that help you out to do that. So go ahead and probably if there is a space which is live right now, or while you want to go ahead and share some tweet, if it is something which is people are talking about a particular favorite topic about whatever your niche is, go ahead and join that particular conversation, because the more valuable statements that you make, the more people want to go ahead and engage with you, the more they want to follow you, the more they want to talk to you. It's basic. So that's the sixth one that I have, that please join conversations on Twitter. Alright, so the seventh one that I have is please utilize mentions. How Twitter works is, I am not going to say. So for instance, I'll give you an example of one of my clients. One of my clients just thought that, oh, alright, so for instance, if I just mention Samsung India in one of my tweets, and I'm not talking about Samsung India on my particular tweet, Samsung India is probably gonna like it. But no, that is not how Twitter works. If you are gonna make an opinion about a particular thing, and if it is about Samsung, or probably a phone, or let's say a Boat speaker which I have right now in my hand, if you don't like the quality, or if you're facing some issues, you can probably tweet to Boat India or Boat whatever the account is, and that's when they're going to interact with your tweet. And when they interact with your tweet, that's when their followers get a notification saying that Boat India, or let's say JBL or Samsung India for that matter of fact, went ahead and interacted with this particular tweet. Doesn't matter if it's a like, it's a comment, it's a retweet, but go ahead and talk to the brands based on their own product. If you are doing a YouTube video, and in that if you are wearing a particular Samsung smartwatch, please avoid tagging Samsung India in that, because Samsung has nothing to do with it. You are not talking anything about Samsung in that. You are just talking related to some other thing altogether. Just because you're wearing that particular smartwatch doesn't make a difference. Samsung India doesn't give a thing about, you are wearing that thing. Unless and until it is about that particular specific brand, please do not go ahead and tag those brands. However, if you're talking about a certain brand, let's say for instance, I use a lot of Canva or I use a lot of Adobe Spark Post, which is a really good tool altogether. But if I face some issues, I go ahead and tweet on my Twitter account to that particular, let's say, Adobe Spark Post account or Canva account, and they respond to me. So when they respond to me based on that particular query, it's highly applicable that their followers are gonna get that interaction notification that, okay, Canva interacted with my tweet or liked my tweet or retweeted my tweet or commented on my tweet rather. So please go ahead and utilize the mentions in this particular manner rather than mentioning just because you're wearing those brands. The 8th one that I have for you guys is basically, see, it's not just Twitter. I would say it's about any particular platform. Until and unless people don't engage with your content, that platform or the algorithm is not going to realize or understand that, okay, this particular content is really good enough and I need to go ahead and share it or show it to a bunch of people which are not related to this particular account, right? You might have noticed a lot of times that the trending hashtags, people tend to go ahead and write their tweets based on the trending hashtags. Why is that? Because right now people are looking for those particular trending hashtags. It's gonna give you more visibility, it's gonna give you more reach, it's gonna give you more engagement, and that is something which we require on Twitter. Try and create your tweets or your pictures or your videos in a way that people want to go ahead and engage with them. It might be as funny as the Squid Game thingy altogether. I recently came across one of the memes wherein it was basically when they go ahead and probably they want to end that particular game. So the last number, that is the number 1 person, the mastermind, just like the Mythbreaker. Anyway, the mastermind wants to go ahead and choose between whether you want to continue the game or you don't want to continue the game, and that was basically like in terms of the graphic designers. Try and share relatable tweets. Try and share tweets with which people would want to go ahead and engage. They can go ahead and relate to. So that's my 8th point. Engagement is the key. It's basically the key to Twitter. Top tweet feed. Use engaging tweet types. Engaging tweet types, if I give an example, it might be a poll, it might be a Q&A, it might be basically just putting up a particular image and asking people to comment on their views altogether. So these kind of things fall under the engagement matrix altogether, and I really think that you should do that. The last and the final tip, that is a 9th tip, basically watch your matrix and optimize. It's similar to any other platform that you need to know what is working out for you, what is not working out for you. You might be sharing a lot of tweets with images, you might be sharing a lot of tweets with videos, you might be sharing a lot of polls on Twitter altogether. However, you need to realize, or you need to make yourself understand that what content or what type of content or what type of format on Twitter is working out for you, and that is something that you're gonna get into your Twitter analytics. So please go ahead and watch your Twitter analytics. It's gonna give you a hell lot of information in terms of what is working out, what is not working out, what are people liking, what is your audience liking, because at the end of the day, you are serving the audience. If the audience is not gonna like what you're gonna tweet or you're gonna share, it is gonna go all down the line, right? So go ahead and check out your Twitter analytics, watch the matrix, and try and optimize that. When I say optimize, try and make more and more content based on what your audience is liking. So those were my 9 tips for making you understand how to start with Twitter and how to get those followerships and engagement that you require for. If you like this particular video, guys, please hit the like button, and if you haven't yet subscribed to the channel, I have no clue what are you waiting for. For more and more tips, please go ahead and hit that bell icon, the notification bell icon, because that is really important. This way, I will be able to reach out to you whenever I upload a new video, and that is quite often. That's about it from my end. I'll see you the next time. Till then, take care, keep geeking, learn to